Welcome to the Heart of a Viking. This channel offers elementary art lessons taught by Mrs. Minto from the Cape Henlopen School District in Delaware. I look forward to virtually creating with you. There are new lessons posted weekly. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss a single one. So go grab your art supplies and your thinking caps and let's begin. Hey kindergarten artists, let's rock on with our last step to our mitten project. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making some paper snowflakes to add to our mitten project. So to begin our paper snowflakes, we're going to take a square piece of paper. Now that's important. We want it to be square, not rectangle. So you can ask your grown-up to help you make sure you have a square piece of paper. Mine are about 3 inches tall by 3 inches wide, but yours can be whatever size as long as they are a square. Now to get started with our snowflakes, I'm going to be using one of my squares at a time, and I'm going to be folding it in half, but not in half the regular way. I'm going to be folding it in half diagonally. That means I'm taking one of the bottom corners and I'm matching it with the corner up at the top on the opposite side, like this. After I match them up, I'm going to fold it flat, and now my square becomes a triangle. Now I'm going to take the two corners at the bottom, bend them across, line those up, and fold. So now my triangle is a smaller triangle. And now I'm flattening out those edges. Now for the next part, I'm going to need some scissors and a pencil, so make sure you have those handy and near you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is use my pencil first and draw some triangles right on the edge of my paper triangle, just like that. Then I'm going to use my scissors to cut on one side of the triangle like that and stop, and then switch my hand so I cut on the other side. And what should happen is that little triangle pieces should fall out. Perfect. Now I want to do the same thing on another side. So I'm going to turn my triangle and try it on this side. So here's my little triangle I'm drawing with my pencil. Here's my scissors cutting on one side, twisting and cutting on the other side, and those little pieces should fall out. Perfect. Now I have one side of my triangle left, this one over here. Draw another triangle and cut. All right, let's put down those scissors and let's open up our snowflake. Ta-da! It's beautiful. Okay, so that's one, but let's try another one. So if you don't have a second piece of square paper, go ahead and get yourself one. Here is mine. I'm going to start folding it the same way. So taking one of those bottom corners up to the opposite corner at the top, and then folding the two corners at the bottom of my triangle here to touch. There we go. And flatten out those edges. Okay, so using my pencil again, this time I'm not going to draw on the edges. I'm going to draw in the corners. So this time I'm making my triangle in the corner of my triangle piece of paper. And I'm going to cut that out just like I did before, except it's in the corner, not on the bottom edge or one of the sides. Excellent. Now I'm going to go to the other corner and do the same thing. I decided to try a different type of line. I made a kind of a curved line. You can try that too if you want to. Excellent. And now I have one more corner left right up here. Let's try that one. I think I'll try a different kind of line on this one too. Kind of a square-ish rectangle-y line. Fantastic. And then let's unfold and see how this one changed. Oh, super! That X in the center was created from those rectangles I just got done making. What a cool snowflake, and totally different from my first one. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and this time I'm going to try and make it even different from the first two. Okay, here I go. Folding is the same though. So in half, and then in half again, left to right, And then flatten out all of those edges. That makes it easier to cut. And now I think I'm going to combine some of my ideas. So I'm going to make those regular triangles on the edges like I did on my first snowflake. But then I think I'll also change some of the corners. And notice what I'm doing now. I'm actually not drawing the triangles anymore. I decided to just go ahead and trust myself and cut out some of those spaces. You can do that too if you want, but you gotta be careful because if you cut too far, you'll cut your snowflake in half, and we wanna try not to do that. Okay, I'm doing some of the corners now. So now I'm just combining my two ideas, cutting from the edges and cutting from the corners. Okay, time to open this guy up. Ta-da! Super! I love how all three of them are so different from each other. Fantastic. All right, so let's clean up and let's flip our project back over. This was my mitten project that I'd been working on. And now I want to make it look like these snowflakes are really close to me and I'm going to catch some of them on my mittens. So my snowflakes are falling down, down, down from the sky. I'm just kind of playing with them, putting them at different spots on my paper, trying to figure out where they look best. And I think this might be my best choice. So I'm going to use a glue stick. Just put a tiny bit of glue on the back of that snowflake and stick it down. And then I'll do the other ones as well. Super! All right, well there you have it, my kindergarten artists. Your finished winter mitten snowflake project. I really hope you enjoyed making this. I really think that folding and making those snowflakes might become a fun new hobby for you. You can make as many cuts from those edges or corners as you want. You just have to be careful that you don't cut your snowflake totally apart. And if you do one time, not a huge problem. Just get a new piece of paper and try again, and you'll learn from your mistakes hopefully, and just try not to repeat those mistakes if you do make some. All right, well, I'll see you back here next time at the Heart of the Viking. HOB artists, don't forget to hop on over to Art Sonia to upload a photograph of your piece of artwork to your art portfolio. I can't wait to see it.